Oh my God, hello everybody, welcome to 10 Minute Talk Show. It's a talk show 10 minutes in length. I'm your host, Derek Forgy. Welcome back. We are back for 2020, just in time for Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day, you feeling good about it? Woo! Yes, you did. You love? Yeah. Well, I don't know how you feel about this, but there was a group of parents who were trying to cancel Valentine's Day. Okay. Interesting mosaic of people in the room. So they were saying it's exclusive and people get their feelings hurt, but then there was a whole other group of parents that were pushing back against it, saying, well, it's actually really good for kids and it creates memories and everything else. So the good news is the parents group that was pushing back and saying that it was good for kids actually won, and Valentine's Day was back on again in school, so that's something. Word of warning to the parents, please don't ever say something is good for students because Doug Ford will cancel it. Just be aware, he does not like children. He's like a witch at a puppet show. He does not like kids. Thank you, Dennis Miller, for writing that joke for us, by the way. Appreciate that. Let's get to somebody who is the exact opposite of Doug Ford. She's endearing, she's kind, she's wise beyond her years, she's thoughtful, she's tiny, slender, adorable, and thinks of other people's feelings and actually cares about children. And she has a podcast called Love is Everywhere, and it's very fitting. Please welcome back to the show, Tracy Hamilton, everybody. Hello. Hi. Good to see you.
That was the nicest introduction I've ever got.
Was it really? It was a lot of adjectives to describe you. You're delightful.
Thank you very much.
I'm going to take a page from you because on your podcast you ask your guests an authentic "How are you?" Like it's not, if you're not fine, you don't say you're fine. So may I? How are you?
So tired.
Okay, see, that's an honest answer.
Totally burnt out.
I respect that.
And also ecstatic to be here.
See, I'm very similar actually. I'm in the same
things
place.
all at the same time.
This is my happy place. Like I'm surrounded by friends and a bunch of comedy people that I like, and you're right there, so that's good. So I'm basically like a cat in a sunbeam. Like I feel good. So I'm just like, you know what I mean? I'm feeling good. For the uninitiated, tell me about your podcast because it's great. I listen to a lot of them. Yours is genuinely good. There's a lot of podcasts out there.
Yes,
so if you want to cut through the haze, tell them about yours. It's fantastic.
Yeah, so on my podcast, I give comedians assignments of things that are supposed to make you happier and boost your mental health and your well-being, and then I talk to them about it and find out how it went.
Now, if I may, did you pick comics because a lot of your friends are comedians or because they're generally damaged people?
It's a good question.
Myself, yes.
You know what? It's kind of a mixture, honestly. I have access to a wealth of comedians. Right. Also, because we talk about mental health and struggling and things like that, comedians kind of add a certain amount of levity to what can sometimes be kind of serious conversations and stuff like that. Also, most comedians struggle with a lot of the stuff that I talk about.
There you go. Yeah. It's kind of like mini wheats. Like it's good for you, but it's got a sweetness to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a sponsorship opportunity right there.
Please.
I have some pals at Kellogg's. We got to hook that up.
I'll work on it.
There's a sweet side, but then you feel like you're also getting some fiber.
Exactly. Good fibrous comedians. That's all I'm booking.
Well said. Full disclosure, I did do an episode, and
yes,
I've done a lot of episodes. I've done a lot of podcasts because my friends. Every 8th friend I have has a podcast. So I've done a lot of them, but yours was challenging and it was difficult, and I did learn a bit about myself, which I expected, but I didn't expect to like go into like a whole swirly.
That was like an episode. Like if you haven't listened to it, like if you only listen to the one, go and listen to Derek's.
But listen to more. Listen
to more. I'd prefer it.
I feel like if they're watching this show, they probably don't despise me, and now they like you. So that's a perfect mix. There you go.
And they know that I have fibrous comedians.
Now,
it's a huge draw.
You got your mental health game is on track, but can you handle 10 quick questions? Let's do this! 10 quick questions. All right, here we go. Very simple. I tossed 10 questions at you. You answer, and sometimes you can get it wrong, and sometimes you can't, and I have no idea how.
Okay,
here we go.
I'm ready.
I've already over-explained it. The city or the musical? Which Hamilton has more influence over you?
The city.
Okay, very good. Is it correct? Yes, it is correct. All You Need Is Love, I Will Always Love You, or Crazy in Love. What's the loveliest love song?
I Will Always Love You.
She's right. That's totally right. And the audience agrees. They totally agree. They're nodding along. It's hard to hear nodding, but I assure you it's out there. Richard Kind, Jennifer Love Hewitt, or John Goodman? What nice person has the nicest nice name?
Richard Kind, 100%.
Really? Yes. I'm going to take your word for it. Do we agree? Do we agree
wrong?
or disagree? That's a mixed bag of sheep making noise. I don't know. I once had an art teacher who told me my drawings were too Tracy. True or false?
False.
Correct. That is not true. I just wanted to say Tracy. You own a pair of Velcro shoes. True or false?
False.
There's no way that's true. That's
No,
false.
I
You
just
own
have a Velcro shoe personality.
No, you for sure own Velcro shoes. You're too charming. You're like Kimmy Schmidt, for God's sake. You own Velcro shoes. She's wrong. All right. Best invention: Velcro, sliced bread, or bicycle shorts?
Bicycle shorts.
Yes. What non-physical Valentine's Day gift would you rather receive from a lover? A song, a poem, or a dance?
Fourth answer, chocolates.
Fourth answer, chocolate is not applicable. I'm sorry, we cannot accept that answer.
It's a write-in.
But it is a good answer. But it was song, poem, or dance. I
don't want any of those.
The answer was dance. I'm sorry. And it had to be salsa.
Okay.
I don't make the rules. If you could be an overnight professional in one of these dances, which would it be? Tap, swing, or crunk?
Tap. I've got a tap personality.
It's totally tap. I wrote down tap for sure. Which word is Dr. Seuss credited with printing for the very first time? Crunk, blog, or nerd? First time in print, Dr. Seuss, what is it?
Nerd?
Nerd is true. We also would have accepted blog. Those are both his with 2 G's. It's a weird fishy character. Let's stay focused. And finally, in the spirit of Love is Everywhere, your podcast, tell me something that you love now but didn't before.
Doing dishes.
Doing dishes? And
Yeah.
now you love?
Yeah.
They were...
I know. It took years.
That was a mixed bag. The podcast is Love is Everywhere, and the website is loveis.everywherepodcast.com. Did I get that right?
Yes, you did. Yeah.
Please go listen to it, and it's like a mini wheat. You'll enjoy yourself, you'll be full, and you'll feel better, and there's some sweetness too with Tracy Hamilton. Everybody, Tracy! So delightful! Oh my God! Podcast! All right, let's bring up another impressive woman that's right over there. She's so close I can reach out and almost touch her. My God. She's got a show happening on March 1st at Comedy Bar. It's my teleprompter. It's a sheet of paper. It's called Things Black Girls Say, and we're about to hear a black girl say some things. Please welcome to the show, Zabrina Douglas! It's all you.
Hey! All right, so I'm a parent. Yay for me! And the best age, the most exciting age to raise kids is when they're 5. That's the best age for me because that's when they start losing their teeth and they're so adorable because they have no clue what's going on. I remember my son pulled out his first tooth all confused. He was just like, oh my God. And I feel like as a mother, I'm supposed to tell him what's going on, but forget that. I'm like, you're falling apart. He's like, no, your arms are next. Don't pick up your toys. So adorable when they're scared. I told him about the tooth fairy, but kids nowadays ask way too many questions, and you gotta be careful how you explain things to them, or else they'll freak out. Like, I told him, put your tooth on the pillow, and tooth fairy's gonna come and give you money. He's like, oh my God, how's she gonna get into the house? I'm like, I don't know. She's gonna climb through your window. He's like, what does she look like? I'm like, an old white lady with wings. I thought that was cute, but I freaked him out. He was like, I don't want no white lady in my room. I'm gonna swallow my teeth so the old white lady won't come. I'm like, oh, that's how they make racist people. So I just use it as a disciplining method. I'm like, you better clean your room or so white lady's gonna come and get your teeth. He's like, where is she? Where is she? When I had my daughter, she was the first child, so that child is super spoiled. But then when the new sibling came along, my son, either the first child loves the new sibling or they want to murder the new sibling. Like, it's a weird, natural thing. Like, I remember I had my son in the stroller at the mall, and my daughter's behind me, and my daughter just looks at me, not even blinking. Just leave him here so it could just be me and you together. I'm like, are you the devil? I was so scared of her. Like, my dad will hold a new baby and like the whole family's around and he's just like, and then she would just run by and just punch him in the head and take off. I'd be like, Dad, do something. My dad's just like, oh my God, look how fast she run. She's going to join the Olympics. And she give the baby a good left hook. The next Layla Ali. This one is lazy. No ambition. Just shit and sleep. I'm like, that's what babies do, Dad. This is cool. I work in a nursing home sometimes. What? And one thing I learned about working in the nursing home is that racism is still alive, but dying at the same time. Thank you. That was for Black History Month. Thank you very much, you guys.
That's Zabrina right there. Things Black Girls Say, March 1st at Comedy Bar. That's Zabrina. That's us. That's Tracy. Good night. We do it? Yeah, we did.
I think we have so many talents in this country. It's
concur.
crazy. Like to be among those people, it just make me grow as a comic. I just wish that we made money.
Yes. Yeah. Well.